As your local host, I want to thank each and every one of you. This has gone so far beyond my wildest expectations. And a good conference is about the participants, and it was about the great talks. And unfortunately, I didn't get to hear as many as I'd like to because I was out running around. But I can't tell you how pleased, how thankful I am for everything that you all have done. And I learned a lot this week, and it was kind of in some of the unusual ways. In fact, as I was getting bits and pieces here from either from Bill McKibben or from Ray or from some people that I talked to, it seemed very clear to me that the responsibility of course, of a university is trying to embrace sustainability in every aspect, that we were missing something if here we are, 63,000 students, we're setting up degrees, which is critically important, we're new schools, but we're 63,000 students, so how many can get sustainability degrees? And so we're gonna, one of the thoughts is, why not take advantage of this? We have these people for 4, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8, 9 years. But why not take advantage of this and much like we have English requirements, literacy requirements, or math literacy requirements, why not have a sustainability literacy requirement? That way, okay. Because after all, our responsibility goes far beyond teaching people about sustainability in degrees or in emphases. It goes to every single one of the people that are coming through here, and what an opportunity it would be wasted. So that's our next charge. We're going to go straight to the provost, and we're going to see if we can't implement that, because I think that that's very important. This is something that's come out of the conference for me. I want to thank Hunter. This is just absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Julie, who had to leave, she's a big part of the reason why we can do this. Everyone should have a Julie. And I guess that's it. I'm going to thank my co-chair who is really behind this. He's been working on these kinds of things, and he's dedicated his entire life to sustainability in higher education, as most of you know. And so for me, it's been a huge pleasure. I've only known him for 2.5, 3 years, but I've sure learned a lot from Tony. It's a pleasure that we talk 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm just going to leave the rest of it to Tony.
Thanks, Jim. Jim has said it so wonderfully, and what a great friendship it has been. Jim, thank you very much. And it's been great because what I see them doing here at Arizona State, you talk about the largest university in the country, and we talk about how difficult it is to get these big Research One universities to pay attention to these issues. It's usually lip service. But they have a president here, and in Jim, one of the most innovative people, he's making it all happen. And it's, you know, if this is the experiment, if it happens here, it's going to happen in a lot of other places. And I congratulate you on that. And I'll help you any way I can to make that happen. Just a couple of ending things here. First, Terry Calhoun, where are you, Terry Calhoun? There you are. Okay. You want to get to the microphone and talk about your webcast? Tell us when it is.
Campus Sustainability Day. Our webcast this year, October 25th, is about how well your campus is integrated across all the departments and disciplines and boundaries on a college campus. We've got representatives from Harvard University, Pima Community College, Arizona State, and Grand Valley State University. The webcast isn't a mandatory to have Campus Sustainability Day. We hope SCUP created Campus Sustainability Day with Tony's help as a day at the opposite end from Earth Day of the calendar, where campuses can get together, bring people together from across departments, disciplines, and boundaries, and share their successes and talk about their challenges and opportunities to work together. That's Campus Sustainability Day. We also have a webcast we'd like you to watch, but we hope you recognize, even just personally for a moment or two, on October 25th, Campus Sustainability Day number 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. You know, we're trying to get this message across to a lot of people. There is now as you know, a network called Air America and Air America Radio. And I just wanted to ask Betsy Rosenberg to stand up if she's still here. Hi, Betsy. Betsy is the host of Eco Talk, the nation's only nationally syndicated radio program devoted exclusively to environmental issues with a lot of emphasis on global warming and on sound solutions for a healthier planet and people. She has a 1-hour program, is now heard on Air America Radio every day of the week, 5 days a week. Sorry, 5 days a week. She's got a 1-hour program. And this is absolutely terrific. She's worked tirelessly for decades to bring environmental news and views to the American public, and we'll be talking about the AASHE conference in the coming weeks. And she hopes to continue greening the red and blue states on one show at a time, as she says, but she needs our help. So please connect with Betsy, pay attention to that program, start listening to it, and let's keep it on the air, because we need more programs like that every hour of the day to compete with the Rush Limbaughs of the world who still think the world is flat. Thank you, Betsy. Betsy, how can people get in touch with you?
Come on up, come on up. They can't hear you.
I'm so close I can taste it. After being on 1 minute in the Bay Area 10 years ago to 1 hour on 40 stations across the Air America network across the country, and to get to the Holy Grail 2 weeks ago, Monday through Friday, wasn't easy. I won't even begin to tell you, but what I want to ask your help in doing, I'm going to offer an eco challenge to all of you, but especially Hunter Lovins, who has connections in high places. You know, go to ecotalk.net, listen to the show, listen to sample segments. If you think this show is worth supporting, we've heard about, we have maybe 10 years to turn global warming around. I have maybe 10 days to make Eco Talk sustainable. Long story, but I've never gotten paid for this. And I negotiated with Air America after Al Gore's movie came out and said, you guys, I can't pay you anymore to do this critical public service show. I am out of resources. I quit. I'm going to go promote the movie. One smart guy in Air America management said, I don't think we should lose Eco Talk right now. Good. We spent the whole summer negotiating a deal where we would help together. We would co-raise the funds to cover the production costs. 2 weeks before we launched, September 18th, Air America had some change in their investor situation, let's just say. Their financial status changed, and there's no funding. So, Betsy, you can either, have the Monday through Friday slot, everywhere from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., depending on where you are across the country, or, you can give it up, and we understand. We hope you'll keep it. So I decided I couldn't walk away. If I go down, I want to go down trying. So we went ahead with zero funding. We have enough to last till the end of October. I have to let Air America know with 2 weeks' notice by October 15th if we're going to go ahead. It was really hard getting here, and my calling in life is taking the conversations that have taken place here and taking them out to the masses. So we don't live in parallel universes where we hear how urgent this is, and we hear that 50% of Americans don't know what to do about it. I like to say Eco Talk picks up where Al Gore's movie leaves off. And Al Gore 2 weeks ago said his biggest challenge right now, when asked, was getting the word out. Hello, Al's been on my show, so I need to get to Al or Bill or Richard soon. And if any of you can help, I don't want anyone to say, I wish we would have known Betsy, because it wasn't easy getting here. You know what it's like trying to be green in a black and white world. And my only wish is to bring your stories to wake up and change the hearts and minds of Americans. That's what the goal is here, right? I will do it. I will do it forever if I can. It's hard being the first mouse. I don't want to be the dead mouse. And I certainly don't want my husband to say, I told you you'd never make this sustainable, so let's prove him wrong. Please help EcoTalk stay on. The website is ecotalk.net. If you have any leads, I have 5 cards left. Take them if you have good funding leads. Betsy at ecotalk.net. I'm also interested in stories, but first we got to stay on the air. BETSY at ecotalk.net. Thank you very much for inspiring me, re-energizing me. I was supposed to stay home and dial for dollars, but I wanted to be here to keep my commitment to speak to you and to listen. And what I've heard is so inspiring. I was looking for you 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, but I had a feeling that the truth would win out, justice would prevail, and eventually we would start seeing a greener America. And all of us together can do what needs to be done now. We have less than 10 years. I have less than 10 days. Thank you. One last thing, let Air America know, and all the Air America affiliates, including here in Phoenix, where we're on at 6 p.m. This is our best market, drive time. You appreciate them putting an environmental show on. Thank you very much. they're looking at September ratings right now. If you guys don't swarm them with, thank yous, we don't have needless to say, we don't have a marketing and publicity budget. So please let them know that you want this show to continue. Thank you.
What station?
In Phoenix. Anyone know what station it's on? Phoenix, the Air America Network affiliate? 1480, 6 p.m. You'll hear AASHE people next week.
Are we going to support Betsy or what? Not too many people have the courage to come up and say, I'm willing to give myself to the world, and I'm in trouble and I need your help. Most people don't do that. So you have a lot of courage for doing that, Betsy. Thank you very much. And let's make sure that we can help her, okay? All right, so the two last things I want to say to you, thank you very much. It's been an honor to be here, and I'm sorry, I'm shameless. I'm a pitch man, and anybody who isn't a member of AASHE, please go back to your institution and become a member, because we won't succeed until every college and university is part of a group like this. And it's not about building an empire. It's about taking down the empire that isn't working for us now. And the only way we can do that is if we work together. And our goal is to make AASHE go out of business, because it won't be necessary, because it'll be second nature. All right? Ha, ha, ha. So please, if you want more conferences like this, if you want the best information, if you want to be connecting up with people, if you want to be making a difference, if you want to help convert places, your colleges and universities, if you want to make them all go carbon neutral, get your universities to join AASHE, so that you can learn from each other and to actually begin to move things forward. And the only other thing I will do, again, I'm a pitch man, sorry, is to remind you that you're going to get an email from Judy Walton. And by the way, Hunter, I have to say there was one thing you said tonight that's not correct. There are not 36 hours in a day. In Judy Walton's world, there are 48 hours in a day. She works for AASHE for 8 hours, and the other 32, she volunteers for AASHE. Right? Judy, where is she? Judy, stand up.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to say very quickly, also with your support, we'll be able to hire 3 staff.
And take the 2 staff that are actually operating like 6 and actually have 3 or 4 bodies, right?
That's right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Have a great trip home, and God bless you all.